By the way, this was not even the dumbest response. Okay, the dumbest response came courtesy of genius with the plan, Elizabeth Warren. So Senator Warren stumping for president in a quixotic campaign to be Bernie Sanders' second, which is really what's going on here. She did a CNN town hall last night, and she was asked about coronavirus. Her response is so all-fired moronic, it is almost difficult to describe how stupid this is. And this was cheered because people are idiots. Here is Elizabeth Warren. I'm glad to see that she has broken into the primary colors section of the Ann Taylor Loft sweater closet. So here is Elizabeth Warren explaining that she is going to redirect money from border control to coronavirus. Here is Elizabeth Warren's plan for dealing with coronavirus.
The way I think about this is first we think about allocation, kind of our overall approach. I'm going to be introducing a plan tomorrow to take every dime that the president is now spending on his racist wall at our southern border and divert it to work on the coronavirus. We also need someone in the White House who is coordinating all of the work and all of the messaging and all of the information. And we need someone who is not actively disqualified from doing that the way the vice president is.
Why is Mike Pence actively disqualified from doing that? She kind of failed to explain that point, other than she doesn't like Mike Pence and he needs a new haircut. Like that's pretty much her only case. I do love that she, like, just to boil this down, she is going to shut down Trump's racist border wall. By the way, walls are inanimate objects, so it's weird that it's racist. Like, inanimate objects typically don't have personality that way. But she says that Trump's racist border, we're going to shut down the border wall to flips through card, checks card, stop global pandemics. So your answer to pandemics, where the problem is people transmitting a virus through personal travel and crossing borders, your solution is less border security. So the American government spends $4 trillion a year. It seems to me there are a few grab bags of cash in there somewhere that we could use in an emergency. Plus, we do sell an awful lot of bonds here in the United States. In fact, bond yields are at an all-time high. So taking out additional debt is probably not going to be a problem at this point. But the bond yields are at an all-time low, rather. The demand is at an all-time high. When Elizabeth Warren says that her solution is to raid the border fund, like, just on principle, I understand the wall's not going to be built for a little while, but on principle, if your first move is, I'm going to go open the border to stop a pandemic, you are a full-scale idiot. Full stop, period. You're a moron. If your solution to, we have too much transmissibility of viruses because of human travel, if your solution is get rid of the border wall, it's because you're an idiot. Because I love the people clapping like seals. Yeah, because I hate walls. Walls are bad. Also, I'm going to stay home and I'm never going to go into a public place again because I'm scared of coronavirus. But yeah, walls are super bad. They're super bad. How do we know how stupid this is? New York Times today. Martina Seves-Gridneff writing, coronavirus nightmare could be the end of Europe's borderless dream. Oh, you don't say. It turns out that people crossing borders without being checked could spread disease. You know who's been making that case for a long time? Border hawks. Many, many border hawks. Reporting from Brussels, for Europe, the coronavirus could not have arrived at a worse time. This was the year with Britain out, terrorism waning, and the migrant crisis at an ebb that the EU had hoped to repair and revive its cherished goal of open internal borders. But cases of the virus have emerged nearly daily in new European countries, Spain, Greece, Croatia, France, Switzerland, and on Wednesday in Germany. Many of them can be traced back to Europe's largest outbreak in Italy, where more than 300 people are now infected. As the cases spread and multiply, calls for closing borders have grown louder, most predictably from the far right and populists who are never fans of the bloc's open border policy. So far, no country has taken that drastic step, but privately, European officials warned this could change quickly. On Wednesday, the bloc's top official for communicable diseases said that Europe needed to prepare more broadly for the kind of crisis that has hit northern Italy. The official, Andrea Ammon, director of the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control, says, our current assessment is that we will likely see a similar situation in other countries in Europe. We also need to consider the need to prepare for other scenarios, for example, large clusters elsewhere in Europe. But that doesn't mean people aren't talking about shutting borders. Some people, like Dr. Claire Wenham of the London School of Economics Global Health Initiative, she says travel restrictions don't work. People find another way around it. It might only slow the virus down. Well, I mean, slowing viruses down is a good thing, last I checked. But it is amusing to watch as the New York Times begins to recognize that open borders have costs. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Warren's like, let's open that border. Solution to pandemics. Open that border. Open that border. So Democrats keep trying to blame Trump for coronavirus. Trump's reaction should be measured, which of course is difficult, but he should react. How he reacted to Pelosi's fine, by the way. Him saying to the Democrats, you guys are trying to make hay out of a non-political tragedy is really disgusting, and we should all be on the same side on this one. We're all doing our best, right? That is how Trump should be responding to this, and he should also be saying, yes, we take it seriously. Yes, we are doing everything we can. We don't know where this is going yet, but I promise you'll be the first to know as soon as we get information. Radical transparency, all of that would be useful. The Democrats, however, taking advantage of this by claiming that Trump is responsible for Trump virus. This is because everyone is a complete and utter fool. Did you know that every like on this video creates one additional leftist tier? Don't ask me why. That's called science. To take advantage of this amazing opportunity, hit the like button.